Why is QB completion percentage vital for fantasy football analysis? Imagine watching a game where the quarterback keeps throwing incomplete passes. It might seem like he's trying to be flashy, but in fantasy football, those misses can cost you big time. Today, we're talking about why a quarterback's completion percentage matters so much when analyzing their fantasy potential. Think of completion percentage as a measure of how often a quarterback successfully connects with their receivers. The higher the percentage, the more accurate they are, which means more completed passes that turn into yards and touchdowns. These are the main ways quarterbacks rack up fantasy points. When a quarterback completes more passes, they tend to generate more passing yards and score more touchdowns. That means more points for your team. Historically, quarterbacks with higher college completion rates tend to do better in the NFL and in fantasy leagues. Accuracy is a skill that carries over from college to the pros, and it often predicts how well they'll perform in fantasy. A high completion percentage also shows efficiency. Fewer incomplete passes mean fewer wasted plays and more sustained drives. This consistency helps keep their fantasy points steady over the season. Some advanced stats refine this further by removing drops, throwaways, or passes under pressure. These adjusted metrics give a clearer picture of a quarterback's true accuracy and decision-making. When analyzing players, fantasy managers look at these refined numbers to see who is genuinely reliable. Completion percentage also correlates with other key stats like passing yards and touchdowns. Accurate quarterbacks tend to throw 4 more yards per attempt and score more touchdowns, boosting their fantasy value. But it's important to look at completion percentage alongside other stats like yards per attempt and rushing ability. A quarterback might be accurate but not very explosive if they have low yards per attempt. In fantasy football, understanding this helps managers pick quarterbacks who can produce consistent points. It also helps identify quarterbacks who might be overperforming or underperforming based on their accuracy. By focusing on completion percentage, fantasy managers can make smarter decisions during drafts or trades. It's a simple yet powerful way to gauge how reliable a quarterback is at moving the ball and scoring. Overall, completion percentage is a key metric because it shows how precise a quarterback is. That accuracy directly impacts their ability to rack up passing yards and touchdowns, which are the main sources of fantasy points. When you analyze quarterback performance and projections, paying attention to completion percentage helps you pick players who will give you steady, dependable points throughout the season.